In this sheet, we are going to discuss about the relationship between electric field at a point and the gradient that it has. Gradient, when I say, it means the rate at which it changes its magnitude. And the direction has to be decided by the steepest drop in the potential. The electric field is always in the direction of steepest potential gradient. Now, how do we find out that relationship between the two? Yeah, can I start explaining now this slide?
Sir, just a second.
Okay. Okay, now this is like we have already done most of the things. We are just going to correlate it with whatever we know. ठीक है, हम सिर्फ जो लूज एंड्स है उनको हम टाई कर रहे हैं. हमको ऑलरेडी पता है व्हाट इज पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, व्हाट इज एलिमेंटल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इन द केस यू आर मूविंग ओनली by a very small displacement ds. Then how do we arrive at the expression for the electric field? Now electric field is something which is vector quantity, right? And potential difference is something which is a scalar quantity. So you have to have a knack of understanding the direction. अब उसको समझना पड़ेगा कि हम डायरेक्शन के साथ में पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस को कैलकुलेट करके उसका जो ग्रेडियंट है वो निकालेंगे, उससे हमको एक कंपोनेंट मिलेगा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का. ओके, नाउ लेट मी एक्सप्लेन यू विद अ डायग्राम. ठीक है, सपोज ये आपका एक्स एंड वाई एक्सिस है, ठीक है, और इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आपका किसी एक पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में पॉइंट कर रहा है. ओके, लेट्स से दिस इज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड E. Now this will have two components, one in the x direction, another will be in the y direction, right? So you will call this as Ex and this as Ey. Is it clear? ठीक है, अब सपोज करो आपको ये जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का डायरेक्शन है, इस डायरेक्शन के अलोंग आपका डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ है. ओके, तो लेट अस से आपका पार्टिकल यहाँ से मूव करके इधर जा रहा है. ठीक है, तो इसके इनिशियल एंड फाइनल कोऑर्डिनेट्स हमें पता है. ठीक है, तो ये लेटेस्ट से किसी एक इंस्टेंट पे वो ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट करता है, a very small displacement in this direction. Okay, that vector is given by ds, but the electric field at this point may not be in the direction of the displacement. So when you move across this point and this point, ये जो point और ये जो point है, इसका जब आप पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस निकालेंगे dv, तो वो आएगा आपका E डॉट ds with a negative sign. Is this clear? ठीक है, तो अब मेरे को आई विश टू फाइंड आउट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड बाय सम मीन्स, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, व्हाट आई कैन डू इज आई कैन चूज एनी टू डिफरेंट पाथ्स, because I know that potential difference is independent of the path undertaken. So let us say मैंने जो डिस्प्लेसमेंट किया था ds उसको मैंने दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर लिया, ठीक है। So let's say this is ds और इसके दो कंपोनेंट्स हैं, एक x डायरेक्शन में है और एक y डायरेक्शन में, ठीक है। तो दिस इज ds, उसका x कंपोनेंट dx है और y कंपोनेंट dy है। इज इट क्लियर? Now if I move from this point to this point, the displacement will be same if I would have moved from this point to this point first and then from this point to this point, right? तो जब मैं इन दो पॉइंट्स के अक्रॉस मूव करूंगा, ठीक है, there will be some potential difference, that is dv, that dv will be given by E dot ds with a negative sign. Now because I am moving across this point A and B, okay, now let's not consider the displacement in the y direction for time being. So now I know that I can take the component of electric field in the direction of the displacement, that is dx. तो मेरा जो dv आएगा वो क्या आएगा, dv आएगा मेरा minus ex times dx, and if I take dv by dx I will get minus of ex. Okay, now herein what I have done is that I assume that I am not moving in y direction, so I am treating y as constant. Okay, so during this displacement I am assuming that the body is only moving along the x direction, y is constant. So this ex term can be written as minus of dou v by dou x, that is your partial differentiation, right? Similarly, if you would have chosen only this path, अगर आपने सिर्फ ये पाथ चूज किया होता है y डायरेक्शन के अंदर, तो उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट dy होता। ये सेम एनालिसिस आप करेंगे y डायरेक्शन के लिए, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा, ey मिलेगा। व्हाट इज योर ey इज माइनस ऑफ dou v by dou y. Is it clear? Now similarly you could have done for z axis also, so the ez will be given by minus dou v by dou z. Is that clear? So your net electric field E will be given by ex I cap, ey j cap, and ez k cap. Is it clear? Now you can substitute the values in the form of partial differentiation. You will get a minus sign as common, right? Now you will get dou v by dou x I cap, dou v by dou y j cap, plus dou v by dou z k cap. That if you really wish to find out the potential difference along a very small elemental displacement, then you have to take the dot product of E and ds. Okay, now this will give you er as equal to, I think, yeah, we were doing this. So This is the expression for the potential difference, right? Which we already know, E dot ds. For very small elemental displacement, it will be given by dv is equal to minus E dot ds. Okay. So if we are assuming that the electric field has only one component Ex, then that can be written as Ex dx, right? This we have already seen. This gives you the potential gradient. It is the negative of the derivative of the electric potential. So you are differentiating the potential, which is a scalar quantity, and what you are getting is a component of a quantity which is vector in nature. Okay, now this point we already know that if you consider an equipotential surface or a line, electric potential does not change across that, and it is always normal to the electric field. So this point you already know. Okay, now in the case of a uniform electric field which exists between two uniformly charged very large sheets, okay, that we already know. So if this is the case of a uniform electric field, okay, the electric fields are shown with the horizontal direction. The vertical direction, the planes, is shown by the dotted lines. Okay, so it's not a line, it's a plane. That plane is perpendicular to the electric field line. Now, if you place a charge here, let's say at rest, and let's say this is a positive charge, and its initial speed is 0. So what will happen is that it will experience force in the direction of electric field. That force will be given by Q naught E. Because of that, it will have an acceleration A is equal to Q naught E by M, which will be uniform. So if this is uniform, then this particle will continue to move with uniform acceleration.